Hey friends. Okay, so the fated path versus the destined path. Back to it. What do you do when you realize that you're on the fated path, but you know what the destined path is? Like how do we get back on it? How do we flip that chariot around? How do we get back on the soul's path? Okay, the star seed and the angel tarot are both standing out. Okay, starting with the star seed. The courageous peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Can't be afraid of putting yourself out there if you want to chase your dream. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You are being called to do the same. And that's making me think about bees. So flowers will like resonate at a certain frequency to tell the bee that they are open and available to like be pollinated or like give out their pollen or nectar. And then the bees see that and then they come over there and then they vibrate at the frequency of the flower and it cancels out. It like, they like match up in frequency and other bees don't, like it sends a different signal to the bees versus of like the availability of the flower and stuff. So whether you're the flower or the bee, be mindful of the frequency that you are, and is that frequency in resonance with that which you're trying to be led to. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express, and let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first, it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day, it does become easier. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. How are you being called to allow yourself to be more visible and seen in the world? How are we being called to connect to that light within to help us blossom? Sometimes the world outside seems dark and gray and it may feel like the sun's not shining, but The sun's inside of us. And so we can literally use that light in order to help ourselves bloom and sprout and grow in this life. Double mission. Light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. Which is why you have to let yourself be seen, so that other people can understand that they're here to serve the world by being them too. And that it's our authentic expression that's really going to open things up and change things. We're just here to be. That's kind of what I understood. I've come to understand from seeing the movie Soul recently, is that your spark is just what gets you here, but your purpose is just to live. You know, and then golden. You are golden. Which has like, let the inner child come through, so that that gold that's inside can really shine on the outside. And it also reminds me of the Robert Frost? I don't know, the poem, Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. Nothing gold can stay, but we can alchemize anything and turn it into gold, right? So maybe that gold, that it's like something else shines to illuminate something and make you see, help you see the good in it. They're not always going to be there to help you see the good in it, but like, you have the ability inside of you to see the good, see the gold in everything around you. It's even better than the Midas touch, right? Because everything around you becomes just as valuable as gold without having the negative aspects of it turning into gold and then becoming useless. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Because the mission is just to be you. It's not to be anything different. It's not to hold any more than you can handle. You know, if you're not able to handle it and you're trying to handle it anyways, then you're trying to be something that you're not. So give yourself the freedom to set that down. It also almost looks like she's drowning here, right? You know, don't water the garden. Don't water those flowers. Don't water the garden where it doesn't need to be watered. Your mission is to be, not to do. So how are we being and doing right now? What's our position right now? What's our position? What's our obstacle? And what are we going towards? King of Wands, leadership. Oh my goodness. Your wizard, Harry. Right, King of Wands. Stepping up and leading yourself into your own life. Following that spark. The wand chooses the wizard, and if I remember correctly, there's a spell where you can put your wand in your hand. Mine's over there. You can put your wand in your hand and you use it as a compass, and you know it'll like point in the direction that you're supposed to go. So remember that wand, that not always a gift. It's not necessarily the gift, but just that what's gonna light you up right now. it doesn't just have to be an interest, it doesn't just have to be something material, something that you can profit off of, but what lights you up. That's where you're gonna be led to. And it's where you, as you get the courage to like speak up and be you and show yourself to the world, because you've confidently led yourself there, or allowed the universe to lead you there, you're going to be better at leading others who want to go there too. Okay, our obstacle. The Tower reversed, the Angel of Enlightenment. So maybe the obstacle is going to be seeking enlightenment from this. It's going to be like trying to attain something instead of just enjoying the journey, instead of just, you know, seeking. It's like let go of seeking for things to turn out a certain way, and understand that they can be built along the journey. If the obstacle is the Tower reverse, that's not too bad. Where are we going right now? Where are we trying to get to? No, because it's supposed to be this one that's sticking out. What is it? What is it? Ah, the star, the angel of hope. Oh my God, where are you going? Where are we going is like active connection with that spirit, active connection in flow, actively being guided by that internal voice, that higher self, that source, love, light, the infinite, like actively being in connection with that. Which is kind of this does too. Look, the way that they're like jumping up, it looks like they're jumping up towards something, towards the heavens, jumping straight into like the wave of emotions that they're going to be hit with whenever they experience something as beautiful as the infinite that's on the other side of that. You know, like climb all the way up the tower and through the clouds and like into heaven. It's like the stairway to heaven. Well, this path that you're on, this path that you're leading yourself down, is the stairway to heaven. And it's going to lead you into that connection with your higher self once you get. It's not even once you get on the other side of it. It's once you wake up into that awareness of it right now. Sure, there's going to be so much to come when you get to where it is that you want to go. However, what's happening right now is the growth, is the rebuilding process. It is aiding and building you right now. And if you aren't aware of your capabilities right now, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss out on being able to see and appreciate what you're doing and growing and cultivating as you're doing it, as you're feeding into it, and as it's feeding into you. Don't forget to appreciate you leading yourself here. Appreciate you taking this path. And the stairway to heaven, everyone's heaven looks different. Everyone's path to get there is going to look different. Oh, and this one, by the way, that flipped out was the Knight of Swords, which is just taking action on our thoughts. You know, really being conscientious of the fact that how we choose to think about the direction that we are going in is going to have an impact on how efficiently we get there. If you think there's going to be a lot of obstacles come up, there's going to be a lot of obstacles come up. If you're thinking about drama, there's going to be drama. But if you think, hey, it's going to go smooth, sure, there might be a hiccup now and then, but it's okay. Those are lessons to be learned. That is all to prepare for the journey ahead. Then it's going to be easier to charge forth. Knowing that you have that sword, but you have it as a tool, not as a weapon. Is that it? One more. To round it all out. Get grounded, connect with nature. That's exactly what I'm here to do. That's exactly our dream, huh? Oh, and this one. And play. Get grounded and play. Have fun. Don't be so serious. Get outside, get in the grass, connect with the earth, connect with your inner child again, going back to that golden child, golden self, that inner child, letting them come through, come out and play, pour into yourself. Buy a van, build a van, hit the road. That's the dream, that's the goal. But it's not going to take that to get to this star connection. That's already here now, and that is going to come through the process of being present through this change of path, change of pace. Getting back on track. Thanks.